Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Monday morning art talk. Whippy! Alright, so before we get started today, just want to let you know this coming month in June, I'm going to be in Florida, Orlando, Florida. So if you happen to live out there and want to attend my one-day seminar on the mindset, caricature, character design, it's a 6-hour workshop. You can see it in my events page at silvertunes.com. And also don't forget Ground Zero Animation Expo, just an awesome, exciting, not brand new, in its third year animation festival, which is going to, you just need to go to gzaexpo.com. And in August, I'm going to be doing a retreat in Santa Cruz. If you just kind of want to wind down, do some art, do some meditation, do some yoga, why not coming out to the Redwood Forest mountains out there? Be awesome time. So, you know, I was watching this, flipping through channels, as I often do. Sometimes, if you guys ever done that, I like to not always have a planned program. I just start from channel number 2 and I just start clicking and I just see where it takes me and see what I land on. And I do that because I never know what I'm going to come across that I would have never thought about. It's almost just like doing something new and discovering something new, and I think that's why I do it. Like I go, oh look, I landed on this channel and now I'm learning something or watching something entertaining, whatever it may be. Anyway, I was doing that the other day and came across the, what was it? It was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And they had Bon Jovi, which I happen to really like Bon Jovi a lot. So it intrigued me. It's just like, oh no way, these guys Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And just as I tuned in, Bon Jovi was making his speech and his acceptance, and it was really awesome. It was just great to hear. Again, it's not just art form as we know it by drawing, but an art form of music. And again, the same journey. All these guys go through the same process of discovery and learning, and just happened to be here and met this person that led him to there, and because of this, something happened. But it was always seems to be, again, that desire. Now, I repeat a lot of things over and over again. I might sound like a broken record with my art talks, but I think the important thing is that it's to hear it over and over and over again. That's what starts to make things stick. And again, loving the journey, loving the story. And something he said, really sort of hit me. And it said, man, that is so true. What a great way to kind of put all of this, okay? And what he said, he was dabbling with music. He didn't really start till he was around 15, 16 years old, or it was almost like 18, really getting serious. And it made me realize too, well, that's usually when it happens. And over again, as I talk to people and I know myself, it didn't really, I wanted to do art, but it wasn't till about 17, 18 years old to where I really got serious. And I think that's a defining point in people's lives where you start to say, and this is what he said. He said a teacher told him, this guy that he met, and he mentioned this guy's name that became his teacher, shared with him music, inspired him to play music. He said to him, you're either in it, let me try to put this in the right way. He said, you're either in it to, are you playing for keeps, or you are playing to win? Okay? Sorry. I messed that up. See what I'm saying? He said, you're either playing for keeps or you're playing for fun. It's like, whoa, that's it right there. You're either drawing for keeps Meaning, you're either drawing because you're doing it, you're going to start practicing now, you're going to start your whatever it may be because you're doing it for keepsake. This is going to be your life. You're doing it for your life. This is your journey. This is what it's going to be. Otherwise, you're doing it for fun. And I think having those two distinctions and coming to the point where you decide, am I just doing this for fun? Am I doing this because I love, and I'm going to throw this out there, I'm doing my manga and I'm drawing my anime, or I'm drawing the stuff, my whatever it may be, because I just enjoy doing it. I'm not really serious about working in the studios. I just want to post stuff on DeviantArt, or I just want to post stuff and so for my family and friends, and I just kind of want to do it for fun because I got my daytime job and I got my thing that I need to do. So I'm just kind of doing this for fun, which is great and is fine and dandy, and by all means draw for fun, because in all honesty, you have to draw for fun in order to be able to draw for keeps. In order to make this a livelihood, in order to make this something that you're going to do for the rest of your life, you got to be doing it for fun. I was just in Japan and someone asked me, why is it that you draw? What makes you just kind of want to draw? What makes you want to keep doing? What makes you want to get better? Well, the simple answer was, because I have fun. Because it's a challenge. And I think every time I do a drawing, part of the fun, again, am I going to draw stuff that's not going to be fun, especially when you're working on some stuff for clients where maybe it's just like, oh man, this isn't a fun job, or I'm on production and wow, having to draw this crowd scene or doing something, this is not fun, right? But every time I do go to draw, it is a challenge. Every single time it is a challenge. It's not, it's fun. And sometimes it can be a real fun challenge, but I'm going to draw and I'm sketching and go, wow, this is challenging drawing that angle. And this is challenging, right? So you're mixing the challenge and fun. They got to sort of be, work together. But that's the reality. You got to draw for fun, flat out, because you love it. But you need to make that decision, okay? Am I doing this because I'm freaking serious? And this is really what I want to do? And once you know that this is serious and this is what you really want to do, well then, like in a Bon Jovi sort of rock and roll sort of thing, are you playing your music when you decide you're playing for keeps and this is what you want to do? Are you going to be the classical guitarist and just play, are you going to play country music? Is that your passion? Is that what you love? Are you going to do rock and roll because that's what you love? Are you going to do opera? Are you going to do, I don't know, name all the different genres of music, and then deciding what you're going to do. So it's the exact same thing with your art. When you decide that this is what you want to do because you're doing this for the rest of your life, this isn't just for fun anymore. You want to make a life out of this. You want to make a living out of this. Well, then it's again making that decision as to what genre of art do you want to do. And there's multiple amounts. I can't get into it all, from whether you want to be an animator. Well, what type of animation do you want to do? Do you want to be a character designer? Well, what type of character design? Do you want to work for television production, or do you want to do character design for just clients, random clients, mascots, you name it, just different? Do you want to do spot illustration? You want to be an illustrator, book illustrator? Do you want to do magazines? Do you want to do caricature? What is it? What is that thing that you've decided that now, you know what, I'm not just doing this for fun anymore. I want to do this for keeps. I want to do this because I want this to be the rest of my life. I want this to be my life. I want this to be the thing that I'm going to do. And like I've mentioned in talks before, you're going to get into different genres and get into different areas where you think this is what you want to do and realize that, man, this is not what I want to do. I don't want to do this. This is horrible. This is hard work. This is boring. I'm getting mistreated, like what I talked about last week with the gaming industry, or whatever it may be. These are the things that at that point you still got to decide, you know what, but I'm still in this for the long haul. And that's what the keeps means. You're in it for the long haul. You're in it for the long run. And only in order to survive this and make it in the long run and draw for keeps is through your dedication and your practice and your determination and you learning and practicing even when you're not getting paid, when no one's paying you for something, that you're sitting there. Again, when I was in Japan and talking to all these caricature artists, a lot of them, they're in there, they're getting paid, they're doing their caricatures, they're getting a salary, this company pays them a salary and they're doing that. But are they practicing all the time, or are they just standing around waiting for someone to sit so that they can just draw just to get paid for that drawing? Or are they doing, and again, this was my mindset when I was doing live caricatures, when I was working in the theme parks, I never sat around and waited for the client to sit down. I pulled out my Mad magazine and I was drawing from Jack Davis and Mort Drucker. And I was looking at my Norman Rockwells and I was looking at my J.C. Leyendecker. And I had my little handful of artists and cartoonists these are the guys that I was learning from and I was studying from, because I was trying to figure out, how do I get better at drawing eyes? How do I get better at drawing a nose? How do I get better at drawing teeth and a smile? What's the better approach to drawing hair? And not just waiting for that person to sit in front of me, because my mindset was, this is the long haul. This is the rest of my life. This is what I want to do. There's nothing else that I want to do. So my real essence of what I say to you today, and what I hope you get out of this, is, are you doing this just for fun, or are you doing this for the long run? You want to make this the rest of your life. Determine what that's going to be. And again, when you determine that, that's the only way, when you, beyond the fun, when you switch into full gear, when you start to go, who can I learn from? How can I get better? What can I do to make myself improve? What opportunities can I take? You know, speaking of opportunities, it was funny, again, as when I was doing this, and I'll bring back the Japan thing because I just came back. I'm still going through jet lag, so. But when I was there, it was funny. It was an awesome turnout, great turnout. But the guy who put it together, who made it all happen, he said, you know, people kept telling me, because I was supposed to go to Japan about a year ago, why couldn't you make Steven Silver come? How come, why can't you make this happen? Why don't you, what happened? Why couldn't he come? Why couldn't he come? Listen, he just couldn't come this time, blah, 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 blah. And then he was telling me, this time I was coming. And he announced and he told these people, well, he's coming. Oh, man, I'm not going to be able to make it. So all of a sudden the excuses, all of a sudden it was something you wanted. It was something you eager. And all of a sudden you make the excuses. And I see this, and it's not just things that I'm doing. It's things happening over and over again, just people making the excuses. Why? Because they're not in it for you're not truly in it for the long run. You're not truly in it for the long haul. You're not bending over backwards, doing what you can, replacing things, shoving things, moving things to the side to try to make things that are going to benefit your life and make you better. You're going to make an excuse to push it aside, as opposed to truly taking the initiative, because this is what you want to do for the rest of your life. I mean, any time when I heard that there was going to be someone that I personally admired, that I wanted to be, and they were going to be there, like for me, again, Mort Drucker, Jack Davis, some other animation heroes, from Andreas Deja to Chuck Jones when he was around. He's going to be talking. He's going, oh, what do I need to drop? How am I going to show up? How am I going to be there? What can I do to benefit? What can I do to learn? And to me, again, the same thing with Bon Jovi. When he kicked it into gear and so, man, I'm playing for keeps. Who's this guy I can learn from? What clubs can I play at? Who's this other guy? And these guys, the persistence, and that's the difference to me between drawing for fun and drawing because and making a true effort. Oh, speaking of, yeah, when I was in England and I did a workshop in England, I got an email. It happened to be, I can't remember the name of it, but there were football teams playing soccer. They were playing that weekend that I happened to be there. And a guy wrote me, you know, I would have loved to go to your workshop, but why did you pick the same weekend that this football match is going on? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You don't have a VCR? You don't have a DVR, you don't have a recorder, you don't have a buddy that has a recorder, that you're not going to record that and take this to where a potential, changing of your mindset and goal, that this is what I'm talking about. This is the people who are just doing it for fun and doing it to make a decision to this is going to be the rest of your life. So these are the things that I think are just vital for you to question and ask yourself. And don't worry about your age. Don't worry about, I don't care if you're 50 years old or 60 years old or where you're at. If you're in it to win it, you're in it to win it. And this is what you want to do. And nothing's going to stop you. And there's no more excuses. And it's not putting things off. And it's just like, well, this and well, that. Priorities, priorities, priorities. You decide, you make the decision, and when you make those decisions and when you make the commitment, that's when things alter. That's when things change in your life. And that's the catalyst that makes things happen. So again, you're the creator. You're the creator. You decide what you're going to do. All right? Thanks for watching. Make it a great week. Check out silvertunes.com. Go to my events of any upcoming events. And don't forget, gzaexpo.com. Free event to show up, meet a bunch of artists. If you're in it to win it, if you're in it to learn, make a trip out there. Don't make an excuse. Push things aside if you need to. It's here for you. There's so many opportunities out there. Are you going to embrace them? Are you going to take them? Are you going to take advantage or keep pushing things aside? Follow those whispers. Follow your passion. Make it a great week. Take it easy. If you live in Orlando, Florida, be sure to check out my upcoming workshop next month.